we go green in Santiago.
First corner is always very challenging. Often there's a lot of touching going on.
He's got to pit jack with that motor smoke.
I literally couldn't see anything ahead of me. I was on the radio shouting, "This is too dangerous, I can't see what is happening."
Meanwhile, Jean-Eric Vergne is hitting a Mercedes.
We had quite a big contact and we actually got stuck together at that time. Hey guys, I'm Stoffel Vandoorne and I'm gonna talk you through my driver's eye from Santiago.
Welcome to South America for the third installment of the ABB FIA Formula E Championship.
The final preparations before the race, kind of getting strapped in, putting the gloves on. Quite a lot of pressure at that time, to be honest, because really you're kind of going through all the settings on the steering wheel together with your race engineer. You're checking that everything is set correctly for the start. It's quite different in Formula E compared to other kind of motorsports, just because there's a lot less thinking time going on. So it's basically every setting has to be correct. Even sometimes during the day, the settings are not 100% perfect because there's simply no time for the team to adjust it. So it's really about optimizing everything and dealing with the current issues that you're having.
And we go green in Santiago.
The race starts really when the adrenaline goes to the maximum. So we do one burnout because we only got 2 grid slots to go to get to our starting position. And then basically it's just engaging the start mode, making sure we execute everything correctly, react as quickly as possible on the lights when they go out. Yeah, the first corner is always very challenging because it always naturally compresses the field. So it's about keeping your nose clean. Often there's a lot of touching going on in the first couple of corners. In this case, I managed to stay out of trouble, managed to gain a couple of places. Had a really good start from the right-hand side on the grid. So it was nice to come out of the first couple of corners a few positions ahead.
Meanwhile, Jean-Eric Vergne is hitting a Mercedes.
The battle with Jeff was kind of a bit frustrating at the time because actually I was running quite comfortable in a position. I was following the cars in front of me, doing a pretty good job on the energy management. And then I could see myself checking the mirrors as well. I was looking, oh, geez, he's coming down the inside, and I knew he was coming from very far. So we had quite a big contact, and we actually got stuck together at that time. So I couldn't really make it around the corner. His car kind of clipped into my car. And we both actually incurred a bit of damage in that incident. So the race got kind of a little bit downhill from there, trying to find my feet after everything happened.
We're on board with Stoffel Vandoorne inside his helmet.
The battle with Oliver, I knew I had to get past him and not lose time. Oliver, he started up front. I knew exactly where I was going to overtake, but he got overtaken there the previous lap, so he closed the door and I didn't manage to get it past. So I kind of had to improvise a little bit and see what he was going to do. And then he left the door open in turn 10 and I managed to get down the inside.
There goes Vandoorne, can't quite get past Massa.
Overtaking Felipe required actually quite a lot of energy usage for me. Felipe kind of ran wide in turn 10, then he had the inside line to go onto the main straight, but I still managed to get past him. I actually used my fan boost in that occasion, kind of creeped up to the back of him and then managed to make it past into turn 1.
He's got to pit jack with that motor smoke.
I mean, at the time I didn't know what was going on. I literally couldn't see anything ahead of me. I was on the radio shouting to the team and saying, "Oh, this is too dangerous, I can't see what is happening." I thought there was a car on fire or something. I didn't know what was going on until I saw Jeff dropping back, and then I saw he had some damage to the car. So I think it was the damage that he incurred with me in the hairpin. So payback. I think the driver's eye really provides a really good view to what actually physically happens inside the car. You can really see the driver looking at the screen, making some adjustments, and it really shows what we actually see from inside the car. Maybe the next step would be to link the race engineer to that as well, so they can actually hear what we are transferring to the team as well. It's a really good visual of the real thing, actually. I love this footage.